Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are. This is the Man United Agenda. It is the aftermath show. It is the night after the night before. We beat Everton. The Toffees, the Weathers originals have melted. They are stuck. We did not get stuck on that treacherous pitch. I know you guys spoke about it yesterday. I'm not. I'm pointing out that I am not talking about the pitch. Okay, that's off the record for today. We're not talking about the pitch, but we will be talking about our team, our football team. We have slept on it. 1-0, clean sheet, points on the board. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. Yaba, you've slept on it. How are you feeling, kind sir?
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, like, what a difference a month or two makes to your whole outlook about your football club and expectations. My expectations are sky high now. Going into that game, they beat us at Old Trafford. Going into that game, I was really confident we could get a win. You know, it's been a long time since I've had that sort of confidence about us, about our team, and everything's just clicking. Everything's going really nice, and everyone's saying, "I'll calm down, don't get overexcited and all that." But you can't help but the good thing about being a fan is when you're going into games, you've got that confidence that you're looking forward to it. There's no, oh God, misery or upset about what's going to happen, or it's all positive. There's no pessimism out here regarding the football. We just like the football. We like our players. We're learning to love all the players. Even Harry Maguire. And I was amazed by Colin yesterday. Endorsing Harry Maguire, and I'm just waiting for you two. You're the final two to actually come out and make a bold statement about how much Harry Maguire is fantastic. But overall, yeah, I'm just pulling leg. But overall, it's really, really good time to be a fan. I'm just loving life right now as a United supporter.
Mr. B, will you be giving the praise that Yaba is asking for in regards to Maguire?
No. The season hasn't finished yet. There's still time for him to make more than one Rick that will cost us something in a game. So no, I will be holding fire on that. Like Yaba doesn't cost players during the season, I will not change my mind on Maguire during the season. If he leaves, I'd give him all the praise that he wants because he's done well. If he stays next season,
open the back door for him.
Yeah, then there you go. It will as you said, the back door will always be open for me to give him a kick. But no. All jokes aside, he's done well. He's coming. He's steadied the ship. More yesterday, watching him play and Marshall, Euro. Those are the things that I like to see. Martinez doesn't need coaching when he plays with Maguire. But it was good to see Maguire guiding him through the game. It gave Euro his legs. What I think did help was that impressive last half an hour of the game before that Euro played, where he came on and him and Sesko were probably our two best players. Was it the West Ham game?
The West Ham game, yeah.
The West Ham game. They were probably our two best players, and I think that gave him the confidence because, to be fair, I thought Heaven was ahead of him just by the way that the season had gone. I didn't expect Euro to be the one to be coming in because I don't even think Euro played with Fletcher. Didn't Heaven play? Heaven played under Fletcher. So yeah, I'm not gonna knock. I'm not gonna knock his hustle. Yeah, I still don't think Maguire is the greatest defender in the world. But what he does exceptionally well. And now the team are realizing that, okay, he goes for the headers and somebody else goes for something else, which is fine. There's an order to it. You know what I mean? So, no.
Okay.
That's the most you're going to get from me, Yaba. Is that good enough?
Fair enough. I've got it on my notes, to be fair, in terms of solid defensively. We've been praising our attack over the last few weeks, pretty much most of the season, XG tables, most goals, second most goals, chances, etc. But yesterday, it was praise to the defense. It was a dogged performance. And I was saying it on the pre.
Just going to get my delivery. 1 second.
I was saying it on the pre, just saying, like, going into the game right now, if the game was still playing right now, I still think it would be a clean sheet. I just felt comfortable. I felt like you, Yaba, comfort personified, and yeah, Maguire, if I was wearing a hat, the hat would be coming off. he deserves the praise. He deserves the credit. You know, he's been very good for us for 2 seasons now in a row. So he's been very good this season. Last season was very good as well. And going back to what Mr. B says, I love the fact that Leacher, that's the only little concern I might have had, was like, oh, Leacher's gone. What now? But no, Maguire is the mainstay, and you put someone next to him, and he's making players next to him do good. And that's what world-class players do. They make players up. I've used the word world-class there. I've gone a bit too far, a bit too far. But yeah, really good players, world-class players make others around them not look out of place. So you've got the praise from me, Maguire.
Can I just ask? So, like, I mean, we're looking. Mr. B mentioned Heaven and Yoro and these guys. I didn't expect Yoro. I thought his confidence was shot and all that, but he's showing me his good attributes again, which we all know. I mean, he's fast, he's young, he's good on the ball, he plays with his head up, and he's got good recovery pace. But what do you still think where the areas where he's vulnerable at, with Yoro compared to other Heaven? If you're comparing the two, what are the vulnerabilities of the two, and who's got more vulnerabilities to their game?
Well, let's not forget they are both still young, one younger than the other. I think what helped Yoro more, and which kind of took away from any frailties, weaknesses, it was a solid game where he only had to stay in the midfield. You know, the mistakes he's made, what I can think of this season, he's had to go out wide, you know, and those situations are none and void now. He's not having to go out wide. He's not having to be the right side of a free. So he's staying central. And I think it's been brought back to the basics. He's not having to dribble out, be exposed, just simple headers, play it short, tackles, clearances, everything else, you know, it's you know, everything else, it's extra. It doesn't need to be done. Andrew's in the house. Hello, Andrew. Evening all. Player ratings. Lammens 8, man of the match. Man of the match Delo. Lammens 8, man of the match. I'm guessing I'm reading man of the match. Lammens. Okay, that's fine. Delo 7, Shaw 6, Maguire 8, Yoro 7, and Mainu 7. I think we're all giving. Well, I give Lammens man of the match. I think he well and truly deserved it. I think he was incredible, to be fair. Hello, Simon. Greetings to United's version of the BGs. Oh gosh. What are you gonna say, Mr. B?
What part of the men's game? Obviously, we've had everybody going on saying that he got man of the match. The saves he made. Well, all right, no, I'll tell you what, no, that's a lie. The save from Keane where he tipped it over the bar was a good save. Did he do anything else in the game that warranted all of the praise? I'm just putting it out there. Or was it the fact that we had to?
We'll get onto Lammens. He'll have his own segment. But in regards to that question, yes, definitely. But we will get onto it. So we've spoken about the defense, and I'm happy with the defense. I think we all are. My issue that I had yesterday, and it's only a small issue, and he saved himself with the glorious long field pass, was Cunha. I thought Cunha had his worst game for us in a United shirt. I don't know if that's going too far. I don't know if the fact that he's done that beautiful ball, that's kind of... I don't want to just forget about everything that happened before that long ball. I think before he was trying way too much, and we've said it before, you're not at Wolves anymore. You've got teammates, pass the ball. And again, I was shouting at the TV, pass. Yaba, thoughts on Cunha? I don't know if you agree with any of that.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I was watching the game, a bit frustrated with him. Because instead, I know when you're playing in that position, you got opportunity. It's showtime. When you get the ball, it's showtime because you've got that ability to do that. But you have to mix up your game a little bit. And I do agree with you. You make a good point there. I think when you're at Man United, you have to change your game slightly and mix it up. Don't think every time you get the ball, you've got to do something special. You've got to drive past players. Otherwise, you become too predictable in a way, you know. So I think it's really important for him. And I've been frustrated with him, you know, with his mentality. The mentality is great, as in he's a winner, he's a dog. but as in decision making. And you can have one moment of wickedness, like last night with that assist or the long pass, and that doesn't to me, like you, doesn't overshadow the whole context of his game, which was really poor, giving the ball away many times. I just think simplify it. Maybe with someone like that, you need to say to him, all right, simplify the game until you get into the final third, and then you can do your showtime stuff. Before that, don't lose the ball, because he's losing the ball in areas like we're about to break. I know it wasn't him, but Maguire went forward. We're trying to sort of probe and everything, and then Bruno gave the ball away. That could have been Cunha, and it's that sort of decision making that really upsets me. I think he needs to improve as a player, and that comes not technically, but just come mentally. Decisions, keep it simple, and then explode when you get into the box and do something special. And this was the same thing applied when he scored that goal, when he got a through ball by somebody a few games ago and slotted it home. That was like, wow, that's what we want to see. So don't get gassed. Don't lose your head like you did yesterday, trying to wind up guard everything. Focus on your football, calm it down, slow it down, and then it's just you'll be the 10 times better player than you are at the moment.
I like that, by the way, that shithousery, what he did to Ghana. I know Ghana's our former, but I love that. I absolutely love that. That's probably just me. I can be like that on the football pitch myself. And you've got to back it up when you do stuff like that. And I completely agree.
Okay, so
can I
I wanted Jabba to finish first. I've never heard such shit. Why did we buy Cunha? Because he dribbled past players, because he took the game by the scruff of the neck, because he had that level of collar Cantona-isms about him. That was probably our front three's worst game.
Yeah, I agree.
As a whole front three. So any three of them could have come off. Ahmad was probably the right one to come off. Cunha. You talk about Cunha giving the ball away, bro. So what, is he supposed to pass the ball to Bruno for Bruno to waste the pass? Is he then not? No, you understand what I'm saying. It sounds like
he was doing it though.
But he was doing it for a reason.
I get you. But I think after maybe the second or the third attempt where you try to dribble, it's just not working off here. Pass it, keep it simple, and then
why? But that's his game. That's his game. Because
he's got it in him to keep it simple from time to time. I get what you mean. I do get what you mean. Like, obviously, he is a maverick. He's explosive, and when he does it,
to express themselves in the United
but it wasn't.
chat.
It was the type of game where everyone was giving the ball away. So we just didn't need. It wasn't the time for it. It just wasn't the time for it. I know
so
he was trying to grab the game by its neck. I get it.
You just said it just now. Everybody was giving the ball away, but you brought up Cunha as the one who.
I bring up Cunha because I think it was his worst game. I'm not saying everyone else didn't have a bad game. I thought Mbeumo as well. He got an assist, but Mbeumo was shocking as well. It's good that he made the run. I think a lot of everything, basically, I don't think the performance was very good overall. And I think the fact that we've got bailed out by a goal takes some shine on it. But I think there was opportunities when Cunha was through on goal and there was easy passes to Sesko, and he didn't do it because he was trying to keep going. He should have released it a few times a little bit earlier.
Somebody take this idiot, Tony, whoever out of the fucking chat, please. Mods, do your thing or I'll do it.
He's gone. No, but the only thing I'll say about Cunha is, funnily enough, remember before we signed him, we shouldn't sign him because he's going to walk around, blah, blah, blah. The man runs, the man tracks back, the man defends, the man is a dog, and I love that. I absolutely love that about him. So I think attacking weren't the best yesterday, but work rate, I don't know why it was questioned before we signed him.
Can I just respond to Mr. B, please? Mr. B, if you want to be a better player, You just say he's a maverick. Why do we sign him? He's a 10. This is what he does. This is what he says on the tin. I think what we're saying here, how he can improve his game. Okay? Don't be stuck just because we're playing in the Premier League and beating Everton. Next year could be the Champions League. And if he doesn't improve in crucial moments and gives the ball away against better opposition, then we're going to be in trouble. And then you, on your watch along, will be fuming. Then you come on the post-match show and you'll be cutting them out. And I will just sit there and say, Mr. B, I told you so. He needs to improve. So that's all I'm saying. I hear what you're saying. I think he's a fantastic player. But I do think, Mr. B, that there's areas that we have to critique because on the show to say he needs to improve that because we play against a better opposition. We give the ball away in areas like that where he could just play it square or something like that and try to build as a team. Deep, I'm talking. Like my point was, do the damage in the final third. Don't do it during build-up play where we can lose the ball closer to our own goal and be in trouble. That's my point. You get what I'm saying?
Chat. What do we think? Chat. What do we think about Cunha? Let us know, please. Let us know. Mr. B, go on. Response.
No, I just feel that. I mean, I think Andrew. I don't know. I think it might be Andrew that put it in. Like it's like double standards. Like we accept that Bruno, because Bruno is what he is. We accept that he will give the ball away. As I said, yeah. I just think it was the fact that that whole front three, front four had a stinker. I have something to that though. First game of pre-season, yeah, but you're a manager. Is always one of the worst games for fitness, for what you want to do, no matter how much you've trained. That first game is always terrible. Do you think the fact that they had the 13 days off? I mean, Cunha went back to Brazil, was playing in the favelas. What's his name went on holiday with the family, proper holiday. Do you think that the gap was
100%
was too long?
100%.
Yeah. So we expecting an improvement against Palace now, because we won the game, but the team seems to be getting a little bit of criticism. I think that's down to Everton. I think vice versa. I think it's down to the way that Moyes plays. What you think it was?
No. I think it was a situation where, you know, rustiness and game time and match fitness is a thing. It is a thing. And I do feel like yesterday felt like the gap was too long. So, you know, it's the punishment of, you know, not being in multiple competitions. You know, that FA Cup game would have been fine for us. You know, we would have got players out. And we didn't have that benefit. Yeah, but what do you think of that? Do you think the players did look a little bit leggy? I don't know if we're trying to give an excuse here or.
I would say the players are match fit because of the game time, and I think he's rotating some players. If you look on the bench, it's only Ugarte maybe, and Maz got a game bit of some minutes the other day. Those are the players I'd be concerned about not being match fit.
Ugarte? Brother, Ugarte is never ever going to play under Michael Carrick.
Yeah, that's fun.
Ugarte is never, brother. He's not going to play. Do you know what? No. You see, I love this. Yeah. I love this because he's saying you're not good enough, innit? I'd rather have Morehouse or Fletcher ahead of you. Michael Carrick was a class central midfielder by trade, so he knows what you need to be able to be a half decent central midfielder, in my opinion. He might not be able to judge a defender. He might not be able to judge a centre forward. But as a central midfielder, he knows. We cuss Ugarte when it's nice that he's realised, hold on a minute, the club spent, 45 mil on him and he's shit. And I don't care, I'm not playing him. I think that is mute. That's like, it's music to my ears, isn't it? Like, he don't care. He doesn't, if you're not performing, I mean, look, he's seen Ugarte in training, so it's not like he's come in and he said, I'm not playing you because I've seen you on TV and I know you're rubbish. Bro, he's seen him in the flesh, innit? And he's realised how poor he is. I'm glad Ugarte's not getting no game time. Xerxes, it's one of those things at the moment. I don't know where he plays. Sesko, when he comes on, is causing a chaos. So unless there's a big injury, I don't even see how Mount gets any game time.
My point was, I think with what they were saying, did we look rusty? And I'm saying no, I don't think we are. I think that most of the players are match fit. There's no surprise on the team sheet. It's only because Martinez was injured. That was the only change to what we've been playing recently. The players are bedded in. The players starting 11 are very, very match fit. But beyond that, he's mixing it up. He's giving minutes to guys off the bench. So the only players so I've not got no concerns about us looking rusty. I don't think that. I just feel players like Agate, Xerxes, and the ones who are not getting regular football, who are seniors, they might have to play under 21s or the game, whatever. But they're the ones that you'd worry about being rusty. I think the first team is ticking over nicely, and the break would have been welcomed because it keeps them fresh, you know. And then they survived the 90 minutes at the end where we could have conceded or could have had one lapse of concentration if we would have been tired or fatigued. But we were sharp and ready for it, so we absorbed everything Everton had. So I don't think there's any issues about being having a break and being lethargic or being off the pace. We the way things are going, we're going to be ready for every game at this rate.
Shaw, big up yourself. Agate is like gone off. What did you say? Gone off Yaga. Agate. Agate's done. We can all agree on something. We can all agree on that. Andrew, Xerxes is the worst footballer in the Premier League, in my opinion. He's another one. Xerxes gone. We don't need to worry about Xerxes anymore. And that's it. It's a shame, but it's done. It's done. Max, big up yourself. Our last 3 games have been underwhelming, to be honest. We're getting the results, though. We are getting the results. Results. Stuart, big up yourself. There was no intensity. The first hour was a bore fest. It was, to be fair. It was. But they're going to be those types of games, as long as the teams around us are dropping points and we're getting our 3 points, I don't mind how we get them, and I'm sure everyone will agree on that. Okay. The topic of the title, the big man up front. I think when we mention this guy's name now, I think it brings a big smile on the fan base, because we could have got Wally Watkins. We could have got the yellow card merchant, the wrestler in Liam Delap. We could have got the wrestler Victor Gyökeres, Brock Lesnar. But no, we've got Big Benjamin Šeško. And all I have to say is I'm not going to ask a question. We will talk about it. It's time for him to start. Gents.
Yep. I thought he would have started the last game. I thought he would have started the Everton game. I'll be honest. It's all well and good you being a sub and coming on and score. The thing is, when he was starting, he wasn't scoring. And if that's the position that they found where they're getting the best out of him, then maybe he should. But I think as a player, you want to start a football match. I think it shows that you're in the manager's thoughts more than maybe another man. At the moment, I think we've got cover on the right in Ahmad and in Bremo. So I think maybe one of those two will get dropped for the Crystal Palace. Is what I'm hoping. I would say Ahmad. I love Ahmad.
And Bruno needs to go back to that right wing. He's not a striker.
No, he's not. But I think what he showed is his versatility in regards to that. We know he can, if he gets in that position, perform like a striker can. I just feel that at the moment, Sesko and the team, when a player earns the respect of his teammates, I think he's now earned that respect. I'm not saying he didn't have it before. That's not what I'm going to say. I'm not saying he did. But now they see that, okay, yeah, he should be starting. I mean, I still think the goal, I still think the West Ham goal just to half volley it like that there in that position. I just think that is technique that a lot of strikers in the Premier League can't do. I'm not going to say he will do it again if he has the chance, but the fact that he's scoring a variety of goals now, he's not just cutting in, he's not just getting a ball played down the left-hand side, cutting off the defender and curling it in a la Gyökeres. He's actually scoring this type, that type, this type, that type. So we know that he's got that in his arsenal. I think the more he starts, the more, I think I really do think he does deserve his start now. And I wasn't sure who to drop, but like anything else, players play themselves in and play themselves out of the team. You know what I mean? You can't always believe that you're going to be that starter. Maybe it does get you a bit complacent. You know, I'm not saying Ahmad's game's dropped off, but as tidy as he is in the game, he's not having the assist or he's not having the goal. And at the moment, the Bremo's doing that. He's our top goal scorer anyway this season. He's probably, well, after Bruno, he's probably our top assist as well. So he has to start. So yeah, I would be going now. Sesko, Cunha, and Bremo. That would be my front three for the next couple of games. You might find that Sesko goes out there and does absolutely nothing. In which case, then, you know, maybe maybe he is the super sub. Maybe he is the super sub for the rest of the season. You know.
Well, you say that, and he gives me the vibe like he's a confidence player, and I think right now he is brimming with confidence, and I think it would be a shame to bottle it. So that's why I think right now, you know, we mentioned it before, me and Yabba in the past, the dangle of the carrot with Kobe Mainu. It just never happened.
That never came.
Yeah, it never happened. But I think this is what we was hoping would happen with Kobe Mainu, has happened with Šeško. So Yabba, the carrot, is it happening with Šeško?
I just want to say big up to Ralph Rangnick, because he was the one a few years ago said, look, sign this guy. He's going to be something special. And since we've gone through a few players since then, you can think about the strikers, Weghorst, Minus Xerxes, you know, all just to get round to who Ralph said we should have got in the first place, you know, who was a talent. And it's good people can spot a talent at 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, knowing that they can deliver. But I think it's not about that. I think it's his mindset. I think some things we don't see. Obviously, he's got great attributes. He's tall, strong, fast, good finisher, head, both feet, volley like the West Ham game, Mr. Peter was saying. But there must be something about your fortitude, mental fortitude, and the spirit that you have for yourself and what you believe, if you believe in yourself. And I think he believes in himself. I think he's come to a big club like Man United. He hasn't sort of been overshadowed by it. He's had a bit of an injury early on. He's been getting some game time. He was a starter most of his previous football. He was starting, but he's settled in, understanding that you can't just walk into this side. You have to earn your place. And he's slowly doing the right thing, earning his place. He hasn't had the impact of someone like Erling Haaland coming in, banging in goals with that reputation. But he's matured. He's maturing. He's wise enough to understand what it's about at Man United, and he's starting to deliver. And I don't think he's a confidence player. I think he's a very mature player, and he's learning, and he's developing. You know, he's all right. So imagine this: you're playing first team football all your career in Germany, and then suddenly you have to take a back seat and say, "I have to learn." Some people don't want to do that. Some people can't accept that. I think the thing that's good about him, we're not seeing or we're not privy to, is that maybe he's good mentally and he's a good teammate and he's got good strength in his attitude, a very professional player. And that's what I like. I'm just going to observe and watch his game and watch him improve. And it's about time we see development in players, you know. And the goals are just something that just strikers love. You know, I remember we played a friendly against Cop TV, and we were down our luck. We were struggling a bit, and we were just talking and trying to work something out. And Mr. B decided to get the ball, rinse a man, bust past a player, and just chop inside and put it in the corner. And I'm looking at him, like trying to catch his eyes, like, what the hell was that? You know? And our confidence just grew just from what Mr. B just did. And I'll never forget that goal because it was like just pure confidence. Grab the game by the scruff of his neck and show what he can do as a player, you know. So from that day, I'm scared of Mr. B. I'd hate to
You're funny.
And I'm sure the same applies to all Premiership teams. So I would not start him. My point is, I wouldn't start him, Rio. I'd keep it as it is because that's.
Would you?
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I thought you were getting onto something good then, and then you.
because that's our secret weapon. Don't expose it. Just say, put him on the bench and say, yeah, we got backup. You know, we got backup.
No.
You'll come for us. We can bring this guy off the bench and he can do a bit. And because it doesn't like gas him. Do you understand what I'm saying? It says, no, all right.
No, so this is the opposite.
Don't gas him up.
This is the opposite then. I was gonna ask the question now. I don't want him to be too nice. I don't want him to be, I'll tick along nicely. I'll be that bench person. Yeah, you can rely on me. No, I get what you mean. I do get what you mean.
We're on the same page. You saying that? Sorry, you're saying that. We're on the same page, bro.
But you wouldn't start him though.
Yeah, sit him on the bench because I think it's too. Look us. We all got beards and everything. The man, it's like his hair, facial hair don't grow. He looks like a baby out there. Make him get tough. Make him sit on the bench. Say, yeah, you score goals. You score some wicked goals.
But he did that in the celebration. He did that in the celebration.
See what reaction you get. Keep him motivated. You can't just give players what they want. You know, here's a great new contract.
No, but, yeah, but
here's that. See how it turns out.
Yeah, but it's about what they deserve.
He's playing better than some of the outfield players. That's the issue. He's better than Ahmad. He's better than Ahmad at this moment.
He doesn't play on the right wing.
No, but he's producing. So you put Mbumo back into his natural position, who is producing.
And you play Sesko up top.
I think that's disrespect to Ahmad.
Or Cunha, or drop Cunha then, and put Mbumo on the left, or put Mbumo on the left.
Yeah, because remember, we're forgetting about the dreadlock Rasta, Dorgu.
Yeah, but he's not here at the moment.
Yeah, but when he comes back, what are you going to do there? You have to keep players on the sharp and motivated.
And this is the beauty of it. He's not here, and Cunha stepped up when he wasn't there. You know what I mean? He could have started Cunha in the games, and Dorgu was the one who was sitting sitting back and resting. Here's a question for you though. Obviously, I know this is jumping forward. We need a striker. Are you buying a backup striker to Sesko, or are you buying a striker to I would rather have two strikers obviously fighting it out, but obviously you're gonna have your favorite. Would you be getting a striker as a backup to Sesko?
We got Obi Martin. For me,
he's 18.
He's the guy.
Right. So you would still bench. This is why you're so funny, Yabba. So Sesko has had the carrot dangled and he's scoring. You wouldn't play him, but you're now talking about Obi, who he did score 4 goals in his under 21 games.
My issue is Mbumo can't be the striker forever.
Yeah, but could he be the cover striker? And this is what I'm asking you in regards to a striker coming in. Would you keep Mbumo as the second striker to help that load, or would you be buying an out striker
I'd
backup or cover?
Striker.
Right, but what is he? Striker. Is he backup to Sesko, or is he cover for Sesko?
You have them both competing, like Šeško's doing now with Mbumo. But instead of Mbumo being the main striker, put Mbumo back on the right wing, which he's naturally best at, and then get an out and out striker to compete with Šeško, and hopefully we'll be in more competitions where they can rotate, so it's not going to be so much of an issue. Chat, what are we saying? What do we think? Are we happy with Šeško? Do we need cover for Šeško? Do we need a number one? The main guy up front. What are we saying? People. Hydro. Hello, Hydro. Frodo have been bagging some goals. Wait, who's Frodo? Who ran about?
Your guy.
Okay.
Frodo Little.
Steph, 7 likes. People, if you've not done so already, yep, indeed, Steph is on the money. Smash the like button. It will do us kindly. Thank you. Max Ahmed is shit at the moment. Why play him? I wouldn't go as far as saying he's shit, but
Listen,
he's not
Max
producing.
ain't messing about, boy. He
Mm.
we have to win 10-0 for him to be positive.
Cheeto not ready.
Yeah.
Cheeto
I
not
don't
ready
think
yet. Yeah, I agree. I think he's ready for a loan. Cheeto now. You know, I want him to go out on loan. To be honest with you, you don't agree with that, Yaba? No.
Yeah, we have to develop him, but I'm just saying he's a great talent. And everyone said, "What's he done?" He came and he's played in the first team already.
Yeah, but if he
Sat him
was,
down, we put him back in the academy.
why?
And he's not.
Oh.
Listen, my point is, we sat him down, put him back in the academy. He got to show some professionalism and get back and learn his trade and make himself the number 2 guy. To say, look, you got to take a look at me. It'd be lovely to see him come through. I think he's got a lot about his game. I've seen enough about him, even in the first team, and I've watched him for a long time now. I think he's the next one to come through as a striker. We're talking about, do we find a striker? We've got Cunha, not Cunha. So we got Sesko, we got Mbemo. Beyond that, you've got Cheeto just there. Start creating a conveyor belt where players can come in from the under 21s and under 18s. Please do that, because it gives more confidence. You've got JJ Gabriel coming through. You got Lacey coming through. Give them hope. You know, when they're looking at heaven, saying, "What's what are you saying? Well done, man." You got to give these players hope to come through. You start buying signings in. It's a disrespect. It's like, oh, sorry, we forgot about you. You know, bring these guys through, man.
But what if they're not good enough?
I just said Cheeto is very good enough. I think he's very, very good.
I think he needs a loan, to be honest with you.
Fair enough.
Yeah. He is falling down the path though of being messed about, you know, and I hope we get it right with him. You know, we got brought up, he had a taste of it, then he went into the unders. Now he's not doing so well in the under 21. So it's a bit like, give him a full loan, you know, championship team, even
6
League
months.
One. Yeah, even League One, you know, just so we can earn in stripes, you know, and then just monitor him, don't leave him. Because we did that with what's his name? Ethan. Ethan Wheatley. Yeah, he was promising and it's not gone to plan. So hopefully Cheeto will be the guy. He definitely will. I just think we just need to have faith in the system. Okay, let's move on. Final point, and we will go back to what you brought up, Mr. B, at the very beginning. The big man between the sticks. Oh, Nana. No. He's not back.
Oh dear.
Rio, you got me good.
Don't worry, he's not back. He's not back. Don't worry, he's not back.
Bro,
it's gonna be
good, bro.
It's gonna be Lammens. We will be talking about Lammens. The Belgium sensation. Incredible. I think the fact that we've had him in net, and we've not had to talk about mistakes. We've not had to talk about being weak for corners. We've not had to worry about any of these kind of things. All these things that we used to talk about weekly about Onana. We're not, you know, weirdly, yesterday was the first time where we've spoken about our goalkeeper and given him like a massive bit of praise. So I just want to talk about him. In terms of signings this season, where are we putting him? In terms of one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I think he's been our best signing.
Okay. Yaba?
Yeah, he's up there. Remember, what goalkeepers are really important when you're looking to win things and you want to be successful. you have to have a good goalkeeper. You have to. I mean, Mr. B's Saturday side, my Sunday side. Yeah, we haven't had a goalkeeper on my Sunday side, and we lost games by 9 and 7, all due to us not having a goalkeeper. So a goalkeeper is really, really important. And once you got a good goalkeeper, someone who's reliable, you got to wrap them up in cotton wool and just praise them and keep them going. Because a goalkeeper, there's no sort of turnover with goalkeepers where you got a goalkeeper on the bench. They hardly get games.
Yeah.
So you have to really, when you got a good goalkeeper, you got to understand they're going to be there for a long time, long duration. When they're good, you got that good foundation to move on. Especially a tight side like Man United, who are always going to be pushing on if they've got a good goalkeeper. But when we had a good goalkeeper, we've won the league, and that's with Edwin van der Sar and Pete Schmeichel. Beyond that, when we haven't had a good goalkeeper, I'm not putting De Gea in there. I know I think he won a league 2013. I'm not putting him in there because beyond that, he didn't. Even though he got Player of the Year, we weren't good enough. And I think what we've seen with this guy, I hope we get a longevity period now where we say that's the foundation we can build up on to be a formidable side, not just going forward, but at the back as well. His position was great. I can't fault him with anything. I actually heard him speak in an interview yesterday as well, which is always good for me. I want to see what the players have got about them when they talk. You can read between the lines. What sort of a person are you? Very mature for his age 23. He's taken it into his stride it's like water from duck's back, going from Belgium League to Man United. No problem. I'm just going to do what I do. And he's got the backing of the club. It seems the club really like him. The fans are sort of loving him as well. So long may it continue. He's got all goalkeepers going to make mistakes, but yesterday was a great example of his ability to be under pressure, to be targeted, and to come through with flying colours. So really pleased with him at the moment.
Well, okay, we'll one for another time where you've just slandered De Gea for no apparent reason, but we'll address that at another show. Well, I get what you mean. The team that he was part of wasn't the finished article, so I do get that.
I hope that's what you meant.
I think so. But Mr. B, beginning of the season, we had Beyender in goal, and he was squandering corners, etc., 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 etc. You know, and then we got in Lammens. Imagine if we had him from the very beginning. Your thoughts on Lammens overall, the performance yesterday? I know you're kind of wondering what was so good. I will say to you, his dominance for those Royal Rumble wrestling matches every single time. Incredible.
Okay. I will say that he was strong. I mean, Moises come out and said he didn't think he would have been so good from corners, but they talk about football being a non-contact sport, right? You've got these forwards who you would run past them and flick their ear, and they're going to roll over, hold the side of their eye, and fall over to win a penalty. But when it comes to the bullshit that I saw yesterday, Arsenal do skullduggery, but yesterday was blatantly. I know they're the rules, and I know maybe because it was Man United, I was so mad on the watch along yesterday, like it was illegal. I watched it back and I thought, yeah, but is it because it was against us?
Nah, you can't. There was times where there was goal kicks given and corners given because the referee was just guessing where the ball had hit because you couldn't tell. You really could not tell.
And the wrestling and the pushing down on the floor, I understand teams want to score goals, and I understand, but there was no. I don't know why I was so mad. I think it's because it was against us, and we don't play like that. I swear, I would hate to know that I've sent my team out to do that. I understand, and that's why I say the way that the game went, Moyes is kind of anti-football, in it. So whatever team you play in, he's always going to be that kind of mess. But I was so mad. But to be fair, you're right. He stood up to everything, but all of the players did. But what he did, he was coming through, man. Couple of times he got Casemiro. He gave Casemiro an elbow in the back of his head. Good. I'm glad he's not worried about licking out a man's head to get the ball, one of our players or not. I'm happy.
On that, Raya should have done the exact same thing what you just said against Wolves
With
and
Gabriel.
took out Gabriel.
Right.
And he didn't.
Thank you.
Lammens,
Right.
I reckon, would do it.
Yeah. He will clap his head and give a man stitches, and that's good because he wants to keep the clean sheet. So I would accept that. What I'm hoping now. What did I say? What I'm hoping is that
I'll repeat it. He will clap a man's head and give a man stitches.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. Yeah, and that's what you want from you. That's what I want from my goalkeeper. I want him to dominate it. If you're in his space, more fool you in it. But what I'm hoping is that after teams have seen that they're not going to try and do that again. But I want to see if Everton do that to another team, because they had everybody bar the goalie on the goal line. It wasn't like they had
blame Arsenal
areas.
for this, I blame Arsenal. I'm telling you, Arsenal were the ones that put out this blueprint, and now everyone's doing it.
I think it was worse than Arsenal. At least Arsenal maybe have 4 players, or they run from the back into the front.
Okay,
they was actually pushing and wrestling them.
Watch Arsenal next game; they will do it. I'm telling you now, it's as bad, if not worse. And they do it for throw-ins as well.
Am I being bitter then because it was against Man United?
Do we need to be more like cute and do it ourselves? We don't do
No.
it. We do nice corners, don't we? So
maybe I'm just being biased then. I'm not saying I wouldn't want to score a goal like that, but every single one of the corners was exactly the same thing. It wasn't like it was. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being bitchy. Maybe it's just so. I mean, they didn't even score from it. You know what I mean? But it got me mad yesterday. Corners got me mad yesterday. I just thought that there was no, not say no help, because they didn't do anything. Oh God, it's weird. They didn't do anything illegal, but I thought they were cheating.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
I get what you mean. Yaba, what do you think? Do you think it's fine? Do you think we should be doing it more?
Well, I must say, since Carrick's come in and Johnny Evans, our set pieces have been really good. I mean, we've been inventive and trying different things, and that's what you want to see. But if it comes to defending free kicks as well, it's all right with attacking free kicks and corners and set pieces. But when defending them, you have the basics are you have to, if you're going to man mark or zonal mark, you have to do your job. You have to be switched on, and you have to win your duels. And I think it's important every player to a man does that to the level of Harry Maguire, because that's his strong attribute. I mean, yesterday, once again, I've said it before and time again, Harry Maguire does things and people just think it's standard. When he's not there, we're under pressure, and we get conceding goals in those areas like that. So I think it's great, a real stern test for us. And the amount of headers cleared by the goalkeeper, cleared by Maguire, and then punches by the goalkeeper when they put him on and they pass the test. They pass the test. And I would expect them to experience that every week. No matter, I mean, you see, like you said, the top team is Arsenal. You think they're a pretty football side. No, they've turned into some bully boys who are going to try and gain an advantage, seeing that there's an advantage to playing like that. So whether we play like that, I wouldn't be too disappointed if we did, because there's an advantage to it. There's a reason why people do it. And long throws and all that. There's a reason why people do it, because sometimes you can out physical guys and intimidate teams by putting pressure on it. So I don't really. Look, I just want us to be effective at every set piece. If it boils down to being effective by doing that, I don't really mind.
We have so we're second in the league for set pieces, but
just not like
I don't
that.
think it's called. Yeah, I don't remember us. I don't remember us scoring them scummy ones. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe it's set pieces as in free kicks held in and played, and maybe it's not just corners. Arsenal's goals just seem to be from corners. Maybe I don't think ours are from corners. And guess what? The one that we do score from a corner, man, you've got Mainu running the blind side of the defender and flicking the ball. You know what I mean? That's a proper corner. That's something that you planned. It's not just some skullduggery and thuggery. Dump the ball in the box. You're just, maybe I'm being bitter, man. Maybe I'm just being bitter, man.
No, it's the fine margins. I agree with Yaba. To be fair, you know, ultimately, if we did it and we scored, we would not be talking about it in the same way. We're fickle like that. We'll take it anyway. Anyway, and at the end of the season, if it meant we scored 100 rebounds like a pinball machine off the back of a corner and it's hit someone off the arse and it's gone in, and that means we're in the Champions League next season, we're absolutely taking it. We're absolutely taking it. But yeah, people, what are we saying? Stuart, the only reason they will win the league is because it's been so shite this season. I think that's in regards to Arsenal. No comment. And we deserve better rather than complain about corners while others are doing it. We need to do it too. Yep, we deserve better. Yeah, I agree.
That's fine margins. Yeah, you were saying that, Rio, innit?
Yeah, the fine margins. And Steph, how can Gabriel get away with feigning a push similar to Cole? That was bad. Actually against Spurs. He just, a little poke and then he's just falling to the floor. But, if he knows he can get away with it, he gets away with it.
There you go.
Yeah. And Andrew, United won plenty of leagues in the same way. United, last title win, we were crap. And that's it. Sometimes there's going to be, but before the end,
won a league.
Scrappy wins. Yeah. There's going to be some scrappy wins. There's going to be some scrappy wins towards the end, some scrappy games. You know what? Even yesterday, I would consider that as a scrappy win, a dogged win. But ultimately, we didn't draw. We actually got a win playing that way, having to defend in that way. And, on to the next. Crystal Palace is the next game. So,
just quickly, can I ask a question? I know a lot of us were talking about maybe getting James Garner back, and we had a good look at him yesterday. But the main player that I was looking at, I was thinking, I remember there's a lot of gossip about us getting Bramthwaite. I know he's injured, but were you impressed by him yesterday to say you'd have him about Kevin or Euro?
He was good.
Okay. He was playing left back, right?
I didn't know he had that in his locker to be able to be a left back like that, if that makes sense. He was overlapping quite a lot, to be honest with you. So
would you still be interested in someone like him?
Yeah, he's still a good player. He had a shocking injury this season, so I'll still have him.
Okay, fair enough.
Mr. B, would you?
No, I'd rather keep Luke Shaw. Hey, Yabba.
Well, he's a centre back, isn't he? I'm talking about for centre back, but I see what you're going with.
Nah, I'm keeping Martinez in there. And now Euro's done what he's done, then height wise, he's a unit, but no, we go somewhere else.
Okay, fair enough. Gents, I think that's a wrap. The aftermath has been locked in, loaded. Another 3 points on the board. Again, I can't remember. The record is extended. I don't know when the last time we lost. I think 11 games.
Do you know this is our best run for half a decade?
Wow.
Wasn't it really? Ollie? It was Ollie, wasn't it? The last time we had a run like
that. Half a decade, boy. Please, just beat Crystal Palace. Just beat Crystal Palace.
I think. So we got a show tomorrow. Obviously, it'll be news people. So make sure you got that notification set. 9 o'clock. We're gonna try and do our best to stick to that 9 o'clock slot more going forward, people. So if you haven't done so already, as Steph is always on the trigger, smash the like. Really do appreciate it. Really do. But yeah, Crystal Palace next, and hopefully another 3 points on the board. But Yaba, any final words, kind sir?
Yeah, I want to say big up to everyone in the chat, especially We Deserve Better and Stuart Marshall as well. Two guys that are in the chat but are also on the panel as well. And hopefully you guys will be on sometime very soon. Love having you guys on and all your insight into Man United as well. So big up to you two, especially, but everyone in the chat. Thanks for your contributions. Thanks for making it a good show.
See that bias business. Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna big up Andrew Williams, Max Pack, Hydro, and Stephanie. So there
we go. You can't be doing that. No, we can't be doing.
I'm sure we're leaving people out.
We're gonna leave people out. Yeah, we're gonna be leaving people out. And for those that were left out, I apologize on behalf of the Okay. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow. So stay tuned, and yeah, it'll be a news kind of day. Hopefully, there's something juicy that we can talk about. But yeah, we've been the Man United Agenda. So good night. Take it easy.
Good night.
Glory, glory.